All right, we got chaos. Engineer, I'm gonna get on your back, and you use your jackhammer, and you get me up there quicker. Grab it for me. Bring it to me, please.
Yeah, see, you just leave your stuff laying around, so you about to...
Well, anytime you play Turf Takeover, you basically have to wait till there's 10 seconds left, and then they will all come to try to capture. So basically, you just wait here and dilly-dally until 10 seconds left, trying to avoid the dance ray. You could have died any time now, Pea Shooter. My gosh, man, you died 15 minutes late. Look at all these plants. Oh my gosh, look at all these plants. What the heck? I don't even know. That, now, of all the things I've ever seen, how in the world, sir, did you go? That impotent went over their heads. Not what I wanted. Super brain, super brain, super brain, super brain. What form of shenanigans are you doing? Man, I'll tell you what, man. You can go ahead with that stuff. Man, what a bunch of baloney. Is there only 2 minutes? Are we down to the last seconds? Hello, Oscar. Growing up, my favorite cartoons were Mini, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Inspector Gadget, Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Silverhawks, Cops, Gummy Bears, Strawberry Shortcake, My Little Pony, Pound Puppies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats. Yeah, I like Bugs Bunny. Now they have all the episodes of G.I. Joe on something I have. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Paramount, Peacock, or Amazon, or I don't know what it is. They got all the G.I. Joe episodes on something. Hello. Why do I play this game? Because I torture myself to mentally prepare myself for what is to come in the future. Least favorite cartoon? Off the top of my head, maybe that Captain Planet cartoon that came out. That was pretty lame. It's not good for me. Each time I play this, I die a little bit inside, and eventually, I no longer will exist. Oh. Oh my god. Man, if you know, they got that AI Sora 2, but it's ridiculous. They want you to pay $470 a year to use this AI program, and you don't even get infinite videos you can make. That's a no-go for me. If I'm giving you $470, I want infinite videos to make. So that's why it's a no-go for me. But if they had infinite videos, I would be willing to get it, because I can make PvZ videos. I can make savage ones. I'd make it where the zombies go up to the chomper, grab him by his mouth, and rip through his mouth, rip his head open. Be savage. Then I have plants. I'd have the plants kicking imps across the map. Hello, Omar. I would make very savage PvZ videos with the AI, showing the stuff I wish I could do in this game. I wish I could go up to the chomper, grab him by his mouth, and just split it open. And then I wish I could go to an imp and kick him so hard he flies across the map. How are you alive? No, because Yote features, it's all about a 70-pound lesbian who goes around the countryside killing samurai like it's nothing. And Sony believes that every female in their video game should be a lesbian. If you are a straight female, you have to ask Sony, why is it no female in your game can be straight? Why is The Last of Us, Horizon, Ghost of Yote, Intergalactic Prophet, whatever that garbage is that Naughty Dog's coming out with, you know, she's a lesbian too. So that game deserves nothing but the worst. And I've been, anyone on my friends list that bought Ghost of Yotei, I've been taking them off my friends list because either your head is in the sand or you are a liberal. Either way, you can't be on my friends list. I don't want that. I wouldn't play Ghost of Yotei for free. You couldn't give that game to me. It's just an amazing thing. You go from Ghost of Tsushima to that. How do you go from Ghost of Tsushima to that? Favorite movie? One of my favorites all time, Gone with the Wind. What about you, Oscar? Yeah, I've seen the reports, but I don't believe them. I don't believe them, though. I don't believe those reports. Because Sony became liberal, and you know what these games were. So I find it hard to believe that now you're going to say, if they don't do well, we'll do something else. I got to see it to believe it. Man, get out of here with that. What a load of bull. Yeah, so Sony, yeah, I have to see it to believe it, because you're okaying these games. You knew what Sucker Punch was doing, and you okayed it. You knew what Concord was, and you okayed it. You know what this intergalactic profit game is, and you approved it. So I just find it hard to believe. Now Disney, it appears that Disney might be learning their lesson. Disney had plans to make a Tangled live action movie, but featuring a black girl. They would have been a complete fail, as you could imagine. So Disney switched, and now they're going to have a white girl with blonde hair in the movie Tangled live action. So it appears that Disney could be reverting, but we'll see. We need more evidence. Yeah, if it would have been Ghost of Tsushima Part 2 with Jin, the game would have sold like crazy. They would be bragging about how many copies they sold. But I don't know how you go from something. All I can say is Sucker Punch Studio, after Ghost of Tsushima 1, for whatever reason that I just cannot fathom, they hired fat girls with green hair to come work for them, and they said, we got a great idea, make her a lesbian. And they were like, yes, that is great, yes, we'll do it. I'm telling you, man, these people are demon possessed. They're so stupid, they're demon possessed. There's no way you can justify it. There's no way you can. It's just stupid. Worst thing that ever happened in gaming was having liberals, inviting liberals into your studio. It's been the worst. Yeah, Sony's just as liberal as anything else. Of all the things to copy from America, that's what you copy. Of all the things that America can offer you, that's what you choose to copy. I'm telling you, man, this world is cooked. Like, these people will sacrifice money. They'll sacrifice profits just to do it. We see that, we see Battlefield 6 learn their lesson. You notice in Battlefield 6 they didn't lead with any women. They didn't have a one-armed woman with a robotic arm running around. So some companies are starting to wake up. Yeah, like, only a liberal company could tell Insomniac not to make a Resistance for the PS5, to cancel your Spider-Man Multiverses multiplayer game, to not have the Bloodborne game in 60 frames so these people can be happy, not to make a SOCOM 1 and 2 remake. If I ran Sony, there'd be so many good games to play. It just wouldn't make sense. Like right now, how do you not come out with a K-pop Demon Hunters game? I've never seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but I know a lot of people that have. It's extremely popular. and you're Sony, you're the one that owns that. How in the world do you not have a K-pop Demon Hunter game? Like, I just don't understand. Like, how don't you have that game? So there's lots of money to be had. A Transformers shooting game that'd make a lot of money. I'm trying to find that cactus. Whoa. Yeah, it's sad. Western developers they're a sad story. One good piece of news, though, is that EA is being bought by Saudi Arabia, and also that Jared Kushner, Ivanka Trump's husband. And so with EA games, you will no longer see the Alphabet people in those games. So that's great. And you gotta love all the liberal developers that are crying. Say, liberal developers, the only thing they want for their game is to make the Alphabet people in it. That's all. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else about the game. Why would you have them people? It's insane. But this is the times we're living in. The times where there will be people that will think up is down, down is up. They'll think hot is cold and cold is hot. Because they have reprobate minds. They're gone. And that's what we're dealing with. Liberals are just reprobate-minded people that are gone. There's no hope. And the lag in these servers. Yeah, they put a female in their last game to be the star. And then they had Sweet Baby Inc. do some alphabet work in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker looked like he had Down syndrome. And Mary Jane looked like she had Down syndrome. And that was Sweet Baby Inc. And liberals are very ugly people. on the inside and outside. And so they want the characters to reflect that ugliness. So that's why Peter Parker had Down syndrome and Mary Jane had it too. And that's why Peter Parker was a punk and they bumped up Miles Morales. Miles Morales was a hero. Peter Parker was a little punk that had Down syndrome. And so that's what they did. And the sad thing, they gave them millions of dollars to do it too. You gave a company millions of dollars to tell you to make Mary Jane and Peter Parker have Down syndrome and to make Mary Jane the real hero with Miles Morales and make Peter Parker a punk. So that's where we're at with it. And Wolverine, the new Insomniac game Wolverine, unless they change it, every female in that game is ugly as just as ugly as you could ever be. I mean, it's laughable how ugly. What's her name? Jean Grey. Jean Grey looks like, oh, she's so ugly. In the new Wolverine game, you're going to play a portion of the game as Jean Grey, and she is really ugly, really ugly. All the females in that game are very, very, very ugly. Very ugly. So hopefully if that didn't change, then that means they kept Sweet Baby Inc. part of the game. Nobody, and I mean nobody, fantasizes or wants to play a video game with an ugly girl that looks like a guy. Nobody does. Least favorite movie? I don't watch movies that are horrible, Oscar, so I can't really tell you. I can't really say. If I start to watch a movie and it sucks, I'm going to turn it off. I'll never watch a movie and say, man, this movie sucks, and just keep watching it. But without watching it, I can tell you that something like Anchorman 2 was very, very, very... That movie was so bad I turned it off. That was really horrible. Well, comic books, that one girl, when you look at the pictures of the people who write the comics, they're fat, ugly girls who have mental demons, and it's just, they all look alike. So it's just insane. Like, somebody will write a book about it one day. The day that Western media worshipped Satan and became liberals and turned everything into an alphabet. So it's just strange. And we just can't have nothing nice anymore from the West. Now it's up to the Chinese and South Koreans. The Chinese and South Koreans, they believe in beautiful women. They don't believe in that bull crap. I wish I could be if I had my own game developed in the studio, I would make it liberals would have a heart attack. What I would do. Did you guys see the pictures? They showed the mugshots for the Antifa, the group of Antifa people that got arrested. They showed their mugshots. Man, oh man, dude. Liberals are the most ugliest people in the world. I mean, those people are so ugly on the outside and inside. It's unbelievable. I mean, you talk about degenerates. You talk, they look like inbreds. I told this before. I'll tell you guys again. TikTok is to blame. Before TikTok, these people would be at home crying and just doing whatever else a loser would do. They would just do that by themselves at home. But now with TikTok, they get to talk to each other. And now they rise up as a group and call themselves liberals. The people that are ugly, that are just lame, socially awkward, weak, physically, mentally, emotionally, nothing to live for, no hope, virgins. These are the people that become liberals. And they spend their days coming up with ways to sabotage and destroy everything. Because if their life sucks, they want your life to suck too. Yeah, Bears got it done. Europe is in peril. There was a representative. I want to say she's in Scotland. I want to say, and she said that she's a proud born and bred Scottish citizen, and there's a 22-page dossier by the police because she's going to probably end up being arrested because she said that she's a born and bred proud Scottish person. Now you may be thinking that's impossible. You may be thinking that's insane. So that'd be equivalent to me saying I am a proud born and bred American, and then I get arrested for saying it. If that's not North Korea, tell me what is. Horrible loss, Charles Campbell. That's a horrible loss. But it's back-to-back losses. So they got problems. They need to figure it out. So right now you would have to say after what the Chiefs did to the Lions, you would have to say the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. That's what you would have to say. Yeah, Stellar Blade 2. Yeah. Whoa. What? You little lame. On MGM Plus is the latest little app for movies and TV shows, and I got to watch the first 2 episodes of this Robin Hood show, and don't be fooled. This Robin Hood show, Robin Hood is a punk sissy. And, I mean, he's such a punk and a sissy. It's disrespectful. And, he ends up getting killed like a little punk. And the show is really about his son. And, the setup is really stupid because you have the sheriff who hates Robin Hood and his family. You got Sean Bean, who's like the magistrate of the area. He doesn't like him either. And, Robin Hood's a punk, sissy, weak, pathetic. And he ends up getting killed because the son likes the daughter of the sheriff. So the son knows the sheriff wants to kill his dad and his whole family. But that doesn't stop him from inviting this girl to go with him to a wedding and then stay out all night. So naturally the girl comes home, the sheriff, her dad beats her, and she confesses. So then he goes and tells the magistrate, whatever, and then they go and kill Robin Hood, who's a punk, sissy, weakling. And then the son, it's about him and his love for the daughter of the sheriff. Overall, it was lame. First 2-3 episodes I've seen, doing a little testing of it. But yeah, that Robin Hood show sucks. Then I watched another show, got to test another show coming to MGM Plus. That Kelly Coco girl, what's her name? Kelly, whatever. You know that one girl from The Big Bang Theory. She stars in this show coming on MGM Plus where this is laughable, but she's an archaeologist, which is funny. But anyway, she goes out with this guy who does humanitarian work around the world, and she's going around the world. And then they meet up every so often, have sex, and somehow they love each other, even though they only meet up to have sex every so often. I tell you. But anyway, she says, yeah, I got a job at Princeton being a professor. Come be with me in New Jersey. And he's like, yeah. And then they get on a train, and then he disappears off the train. And now she has to try to figure out what happened to him. And so it does have mystery. You wondering what's happening, what's going on. But that's also coming to MGM Plus. So they're trying to make shows. But at this point in time, I can now recommend MGM Plus. If they would have named the show The Son of Robin Hood, instead of making Robin Hood a beta simp little weakling, then that would be different. But that's not what they did. I'll do it a little bit later, probably after this, probably do it. There's only one game tonight. Usually the games turn out pretty exciting. We'll see what happens today. You're lucky I got good internet. Gotta heal myself. This can't heal me. You know, the great thing with AI is you're able to use AI to make pictures or videos that including people that have died. So let's say you got your mom or dad died, and let's say that you got married or whatever. With AI, you could add your mom or dad to that photo, your wedding photo, stuff like that. So AI, of course, will be used to scam people and do stupid stuff, but also AI can be used for really cool stuff. And speaking of scams, you guys got to be very, very careful. Very careful. Scamming is going on like never before. And people are using AI to scam people. So you guys got to be extremely careful, because everybody's trying to scam you. With AI, they can copy people's profiles and they can make it seem like it's you. So you got to be extremely, extremely cautious. I'm just talking about AI because I want to. I want to share some of the good benefits about AI and some of the bad. The bad is the scamming. The good is what you can do with it. But people are charging outrageous prices for their AI. And they're not even giving you infinite ability to do things. But I want to make, if I can find a AI where you can do videos and they don't charge you stupid prices, I would like to make some PVZ videos. Savage ones, though. I want to do savage ones too. Like I said, I want to make a PVZ video where the zombie goes up to the chomper, grabs him by his mouth, and rips it open. And then the little plant goes up to the little imp and just kicks him. And he goes flying across the map. And then grab a pogo plasma pea, grab him by his little feet, and start just slamming him down on the ground. Well, the game is dead compared to a game that is thriving. This game isn't thriving. This game probably has 2 servers going. I mean, if they were to show you how many people were online, it'd be embarrassing. I wish this game would put how many people are on it. I would say on any given time, I would be willing to say this game has realistically, I'd say at most this game could have 100 people on it. You figure right now there's probably, you might get 2 servers of mixed mode, and you might have 3, 4 servers of turf takeover, and that's it. That's all. You know, you can't go to a Gnome Bomb and get a game. Can't go to Team Vanquish, Isolation. This game is horrible. This game is horrible to play now. The lag is outrageous. The servers are corrupted. The majority of people, though I'm glad I'm not seeing it in this game, but the majority of the time it's everybody's a plasma pea. But we're not really seeing that in this game, thankfully. man, can we? Did we? Where's Gnome Bomb at? Yep, Cricket Star. It's almost time to go trick-or-treating. For those of you that do go trick-or-treating, do you have your costume ready? Man, you're gonna be Crazy Dave? Well, if you're gonna be Crazy Dave, you gotta do it right. Make sure your underwear has poop streaks on it. And make sure you stink. I can imagine this Halloween you'll see a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter costumes, Wednesday costumes. What else? Maybe there'll be some Demon Slayer costumes. Solo leveling costumes. You're gonna have some tacos. Yeah, Sony's working on a deal with Netflix to have them to have a Demon Hunters Part 2. Sony had no idea that K-pop Demon Hunters was going to do so well. They sold it to Netflix for real cheap, and man, they feel stupid. They basically sold it to Netflix for like $1. And then Netflix made $1 billion. So Sony, they want to make sure they get a ton of money for this Part 2. And then it wouldn't be long before there are K-pop Demon Hunter replicas. And they're doing it in anime. There's at least one anime, at least one for sure, where they will have people singing and trying to save the world. I have not watched K-pop Demon Hunters, but I know people that did and they liked it, but I have not watched it. I'm not into. So I'm not really into the singing, all that singing stuff. Though there are anime that have music in it that are pretty good, but right now there's so much anime to watch that I gotta try to keep up on, but there's just so much. If you guys don't watch anime, you're missing out. Anime is the best stuff you could be watching. Yeah, I mean, there's so much good anime. It's insane. You could spend the rest of your life watching anime. There's so much good anime. In Japan, they treat anime very seriously, so they really go all out with the story, the animation, and now you have a lot of. Like usually now, all English dub is good. There used to be where English dub would really suck, but now they really take it serious, and now you get a lot of good English dub. Some things don't get an English dub, but the anime's so good you watch it anyway in subtitles. Though I do prefer English dub though, because I don't want to read subtitles all the time, but if I have to, I will. There's baseball anime. There's like quite a bit of different baseball anime. There's anything. They got rugby, tennis, basketball. They don't have football though. There's no American football anime. I will say that. But basketball, baseball, tennis, swimming, soccer. No American football though. I would imagine maybe that would be too hard to draw all the time, because you'd be drawing 22 people plus the referees and coaches and all that stuff, so that might be, maybe that's too much. Yeah, there's no Major League Baseball anime. There's no NBA. Just baseball anime, not Major League Baseball. Or not the NBA, just basketball. But my favorite kind of anime is isekai, which is anime that is based on people either dying on Earth and then being transported to a different fantasy world, or they just go some other way. But the bottom line is, you leave Earth and go to a fantasy world, and then you get to have incredible power, and then you go on adventures. Those are my favorite, and man, oh man, I wish that was true, because I would love to go to a fantasy world and have all this magical power and do all this cool stuff, fight dragons and go in dungeons and all that kind of cool stuff. That'd be really cool. Usually all the sport ones are good too. They even got some, anime has everything you can think of. They got camping anime, They got moped riding anime, race car anime. They got anything you think of. Reading books anime, doing artwork anime. Basically anything you can think of, there's anime for it. Have I ever played Peak? I've never heard of Peak. Is Peak a mobile game? I don't play mobile games. And I never heard of Peak. Right now, the big ones are solo leveling, Lords of Mystery, free run. I've never heard of this Peak game. Let me type this in. Peak video game. Co-op climbing video game. Let's say Steam. It's on Steam. No, never heard about it. I really don't play PC games. So. If you like climbing games, I know on PlayStation and I would assume on PC and Xbox, I would assume, but I can't say for sure. There's a rock climbing game where you obviously climb rocks and stuff. I tried that demo. If you're into that kind of thing, it's cool. I gotta get that scientist. Well, I guess at the end of the day, we just have a bunch of scientists, and yeah, what can you say? Bunch of scientists. Oh my, holy cow! There's a bunch of scientists. Man, you got to be one lame dude. God, scientists, man. They're so dang lame. Where's the parents at? Where's the mom? Where's the dad? Why aren't they in the room stopping this? they come again. Nope. Oh, I need a scientist. I mean, a sunflower. The game is online. Did you ask? I think you asked the question, should you buy this game? Only buy this game if you are willing to deal with people lagging so bad that it will drive you insane. Only if you're willing to witness the majority of people playing as plasma peas, scientists, and chompers. This game is not even a shadow of what it used to be. Redstone, it doesn't matter if you lose in this game. It doesn't matter at all. Just play the game and have fun or suffer. And now we finally got Gnome Bomb. I'm gonna play Gnome Bomb and then that's it. Alright. I'm going to play Gnome Bomb, and then I'm going to be done with this. Where's the bomb? Well, if you want me to continue this stream, it's very simple. Get your mom's debit card and type in a number and send it to me. Anything short of that, it's going off. Are we defusing or what are we doing? Oh, what the heck? All right, that's two down and one more to go. What is your favorite guy's candy for Halloween? When you go trick-or-treating, what candy can you get that will make you the most excited? What are you looking to get when you go trick-or-treating? When I was going trick-or-treating, I wanted the chocolate. Give me the chocolate. Give me the candy bars, M&M's, Reese's, all that good stuff. Though I didn't mind getting Smarties. They used to give you, people used to always give you Smarties. I'd eat those Smarties. I wouldn't prefer them, but they were okay. Something I only had on Halloween. That's it. Licorice. You don't get much licorice for trick-or-treating when I was growing up. I will say this. When it comes to licorice, the string licorice I favored over the traditional braided licorice. So when they came out with that string licorice, the kind you can pull apart, that was I liked that licorice the best. Alright, what is this? What I did not want to get for Halloween was those black and orange little, whatever the heck, peanut buttery, fake peanut butter, whatever. I used to have a real problem getting those until a little bit later. I realized that the people that gave you the red and orange little fake peanut butter things, I realized that those people didn't have the money for real candy, but they still wanted to give trick-or-treaters candy. So after I realized that, I didn't feel so bad about getting them. I thought, at least they're giving something, so that's pretty cool. And then people used to give popcorn balls. I wasn't a fan of the popcorn balls. I would give you my popcorn ball. I didn't want it. Man, he should have been dead times 1,000. Alright, we gotta get this bomb. Man, there's a lot of chompers. We got less than 5 minutes at the most. Oh no, never mind. It will go overtime. So this could be 30 minutes, an hour. We shall see. Strawberry taffy. The only taffy I've ever known was Laffy Taffy. I remember Now Later's, Laffy Taffy, Lemon Heads. I remember when they first came out with bubblegum Now Laters. Those were good. let's see here. We got... Where is the bomb at? Oh, they're going to hide the bomb until... Man... Don't the bombs just blow up if they hold it for too long? Is that not a thing? Yeah. I just English, no foreign language. What about you? Oh, shucks. Why isn't the bomb blowing up? I don't understand. Dang. Go, M-Suit. You got to be kidding me. If that mech, can the mech suit pick up the dome bomb or no? Because I do not know if he can or not. But if he could have, he plants that. But I just don't know. What I do know, if they're just trying to make this game go on forever, I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to sit here 20, 30, 50 minutes. I don't understand why they just don't try to plant the dang thing. Do not understand. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How did I land in that? How did I land in that? Alright, the bomb reset. We just gotta get over there. Man, somebody should have been dead. Somebody should have been. Wow, come on. How do you figure? Done, son. Nice. Ha, 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 ha. I think that's a good way to end it. Yes, Gary. I sure did. All right. Goodbye.